Well, today we're talking maintenance and common issues on your Kamado Joe with really easy fixes. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome to Bartlow's Barbecue, and the first issue that you might have trouble with is having your dome latch not secure. You're having trouble doing it. Let me bring you in and show you the easy fix. All right guys, so you're having issues latching your Kamado Joe. I've had really good success with keeping mine secure, but if you have issues where it takes extra effort to latch this, you're gonna notice a little hole right here on your latch, and all you need is an Allen wrench to go counterclockwise, and then you literally can remove this little piece here. Will go up or down to make it more secure. So zoom in so you can kind of see what that looks like. Right there, counterclockwise, tighten it, and you've got your latch fixed. All right, the second common issue that you might have on your Kamado Joe is that your dome is not staying in position. The Kamado Joe has an Airlift hinge on the very back, which is a great innovation that allows you to literally open this with your finger. Literally just open it and it stays in position at whatever level you have, which is great depending on what you're doing and what you're cooking. And over time, if it gets loose, it can just drop and not stay in position. So there's a really easy fix for this. So let me bring you in and show you what we do. All right, friends, so you're gonna notice on this air hinge that there is two bolts, one at the bottom, one at the top. Try to zoom in the best I can here to show you. And you'll notice that you'll just need a wrench. I'm using a 9/16, and you'll go at the top and you'll just tighten it. I already have it really tight, so there's not much else to do. But when you tighten it, you're gonna have no issues going up or down, depending on what you're trying to do. And that's the quick and easy fix for number two. All right guys, the third common issue is that your control tower and your vent is sticking and it's hard to move. It gets gummed up. This is a really easy solution on how to fix it. Let me bring you in. All right guys, easy fix on a sticky vent and control tower. A few things. The first thing is heat. Is you can remove your divide and conquer and all the stuff inside, light up your Joe, especially if you're gonna just do a deep clean of your Kamado, and just allow that heat to just penetrate the top of the control tower, and over time, during that cook, high heat cook, it will loosen the top. Or a cheat is use a grilled torch and just put some heat underneath the dome on the inside to loosen up the sticky tower. Another way is using a degreaser, super easy. I do that with the outside of my dome when I need to clean it. And you can just, while you're at it, just put some degreaser in there and that'll help loosen all that junk. And then you just use clean water after that with a towel to remove all that degreaser from the control tower. And then kind of my last solution is a mallet, a rubber mallet. And you literally can just gently tap that to kind of loosen it. And same thing if you need to open up the main control tower. It does get gummed up. Sometimes it's really difficult in the winters. And again, not my favorite solution, but if you're in a bind and you need to just open that up, you can use a soft mallet to open that up. And I'm not too picky on the maintenance of what it looks like on the outside, because I use this so much, and as long as it's doing its job, that's all that matters. So easy fix to number three issue is a gummed up and stuck control tower. All right guys, the fourth issue is you're having trouble with your temperature gauge reading differently than what's happening inside the dome with maybe your digital thermometer, and you're wondering, man, there is a significant difference. Now, it's very common to have a little difference at the grate level versus at the top of the dome, but if you're seeing massive differences, then you know I might need to check the thermometer on the Kamado Joe to make sure it's calibrated properly. So let me talk about easy fix to that solution. All right, y'all, so the first step is to remove the thermometer from the grill, and you'll notice underneath here I have a video I'll show as I'm talking, and you'll unscrew that bolt and then remove that, and then all you need to do is boil some water, and the temperature for calibration is 212 Fahrenheit to 100 Celsius. And what you'll notice if you're not getting that while you're boiling the water, there is a knob, a little button here or underneath the thermometer that you can turn to calibrate that until you get to that right calibration. So that's the easy fix if you're noticing you're having dome temperature problems. All right, the fifth issue that's common on Kamado Joe is having temperature control. And you may be wondering, man, I just can't even get past 250 to 275. I can't get, high temperatures or vice versa. Whatever the issue may be, just related to temperature. I did a whole video on that that you could check out. I'll put a link in the description and also above on this video for you to check out and consider. But a fast fix to this is just making sure you have a clean inside of your dome and removing any charcoal ash from hidden spots in your ceramic, and then also making sure you have proper charcoal placement. I have always found less is more, even on long cooks, because the Kamado Joe is a very efficient grill, so you don't need a lot. And so those are some common issues, but also common fixes. So let me bring you in on how I do this and how I fix it and address those issues. So let's go. Okay guys, so the first thing that's very common when it comes to temperature issues is ash buildup. Now, I've done a lot of cooks this past week, so now it's time for me to remove all the ash from these cooks to make sure I'm not constricting any airflows. And that's one issue. And then I'll address here something that you probably are noticing with the firebox is I've got some gaps here. And this is pretty common in whenever you own one of these Kamado Joes or ceramic eggs. There's a really easy fix to make sure that those are more closer together to help kind of keep air flowing properly as well. But our first step is to clean all the ash out. That is typically the #1 issue most people have is ash issues hidden in these holes here or at the bottom. And also behind the leaves. So let's remove that, and then we'll talk about how to fix and adjust these gaps that we see in the firebox. Sometimes I get a tool like this, and I'll just brush it down in to my ash can. This is a great accessory I would encourage you to consider. Make sure there's nothing inside these holes here. And one of the things I like to do, put my glove on, is I'll just get a bag. Some people have cans, and then just that way lift up, remove all the ash from the ash can. Set that aside for a second, and then you want to make sure you have no ash at the bottom. Sometimes that gets loose in between things when you're cleaning, so I like to use my glove, grab some, put them in here. You can also, if you want to go the extra mile, you can use a shop vac and just really vacuum all that up. Okay, so what we're going to do is remove this ring here and set that aside. And what we're going to do is What you can do is take one of these out, make sure there's nothing there that you're missing. And in this video, I'm not going to remove all of these, but what I am going to do is show you a little tip I've learned over the years from different Kamado Joe users, is that you can ball up paper towel and literally just stick that there. And what we'll do is we will do that on all of these little leaves. And if we need more on certain areas, that will lift up these leaves to bring them together. And then this will eventually burn off. And these will just kind of adhere together. And you already can tell how that fix is starting to come together. And this is just common maintenance that you want to do over time. And easy solution to a common problem. You'll notice nothing that you need to kind of worry about or freak out about. It's a common thing. And we'll just stick that underneath on this one. Sometimes you gotta adjust it, move it, and then stick it in there. Got one more I'm gonna do here, kind of bring that one together. And you got these all back together. And friends, now we have the firebox all put back together. We've removed the majority of the ash. I have a shop vac, and I'll probably after this video do a cleaning of that to make it good. But for the most part, we've got our leaves put back together. We've got an ash can that helps collect it, and we didn't see any major debris. But this is common fixes to temperature issues that typically you have. And then you want to make sure you have proper charcoal placement. And a great solution for that is getting a charcoal basket where you're able to, and right now this is leftover charcoal, but and I would need a lot more charcoal to get a low and slow and hot and fast cook. But typically filling this charcoal basket up to the fourth line here or up here usually allows me to have great airflow and still have air holes here and control temperature. And then obviously controlling your temperature through your dome up here and also your bottom vent. So again, you can watch a video on temperature control, but that is a fifth solution to a common issue. All right, a bonus tip is how do you clean your SloRoller and your heat deflectors and even the black residue on top of your dome. Let's start with the heat deflectors. What I have found is just high heat can burn off all of the junk on your heat deflectors. You'll notice one side has some black residue, the other side's pretty white, and all you gotta do is just get a lot of heat on these deflectors and for 20 to 30 minutes, and you can literally wipe off that junk and it becomes white as snow again. So really easy to clean the heat deflectors. The SloRoller, you can foil the top of the lid here, and that helps protect the top, especially for the classic 1 and 2. You could use a drip pan for the newer versions from what I've watched, but I have the classic 2, makes it really easy. And then you can use a grill brush to clean all the junk off. Or I like to sometimes use the kind of the grill brush attachment for your grill and literally just clean off any of the junk all around the Kamado. Typically that will just come right off and you're able to just scrape it and then be ready to go. And then you don't have to worry about residue burning off during your next cook and contributing to any bad taste. So bonus tips on how to clean the SloRoller, your heat deflectors, and then the same thing with your dome. If you have black residue, I have a whole video on this, but you can use the grill attachment, use degreaser, spray it, and be able to just kind of get that black residue off of your dome. And then also while it's hot, you can also use kind of a Norwex rag here and scrub it down as well. So I did another fun strategy that's just goofy, but it really worked. I did a whole video on that. You can check it out, a link in the description as well. But that's a quick bonus tip on how to clean the dome, your heat deflectors, your SloRoller. Hey, thanks for watching the care and maintenance video today. I hope it was really helpful for you. Be sure to smash that like button, turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything on the channel, and make a comment. Let me know what you thought of today's video and what was helpful for you and things that you're learning as well. So appreciate you watching. Remember, less hate, more love, good barbecue, and we'll see you next time.